face up. Woo! All right, if there was any chills in here, that shit just went out the window. All right, you guys have been asking me about the Silverado, so let's get into everything that's wrong with it. Not just talking about the superficial stuff like the stuff up front, the dings, the dents, the bent metal. We're getting into mechanical stuff here, and you can see here, like, see that cut in the tire and then the stuff on the rim right there. So that has to be replaced, not the rim but the tire. One of the other tires is dry rotted, and some different stuff in the suspension, like the ball joints, that boot over the four-wheel drive, a bunch of other stuff. But we're going to go ahead and get in here, and we'll discuss everything that needs to be done. All right, guys, so let's discuss some of the stuff that needs to be done on this truck. Now, for you guys that were asking me how I was able to get the vehicle started, I'm not sure if it was the wiring harness under the hood or the wiring harness under the dash. Always check both and check your connectors. If you have a GM like a Tahoe or a Silverado that doesn't start, that kind of will help you solve that situation. And it worked for me. I don't know if it was the connector under the dash or the junction point for the wiring harness under the hood, but I know those are a common thing when they, like, vehicles sat or they're in a heavy dirt or dust environment. You'll get you know, bullshit in the connector, and it will actually stop the vehicle from starting. So I already showed you some of the stuff in there, like the ball joint, the boot over the four-wheel drive. Is this empty? Yeah. Throw that on the ground. This thing still needs to get a detail. That's why I don't care about throwing the trash on the floor. But I'm looking at what it's going to cost to fix everything at this point. And boy, oh boy, it's not going to be cheap. To do the suspension things that need to be done on this truck, I'm surprised it needs to be done at 56,000 miles. But then, you know, we found out a couple different things about this truck. So the temperature gauge on this truck never moves. When I turn it off, it does go away. It does go down to 0, right? But here's the issue. It doesn't, as soon as I turn the truck to the on position, the temp gauge is immediately at 210 or right over 210. If the truck is off for like 10 hours, it doesn't matter. The temp gauge is stuck, okay? The other issue is the odometer is running about 1 mile every 3 miles. Now, I've had people tell me that this is due to this truck may have had wheels on it at one point, or bigger tires and wheels, and that's why. But if that was the case, the speedometer would be off, right? Now, I've GPS checked the speedometer. It's accurate. All right, it says I'm going 40 right now. I'm going 40. So I don't know. So it is going to go to the dealer. I am taking it to Finley Chevrolet here in Las Vegas, and I'm going to have them take a look at it and tell me what's going on with that temperature, whether it's a sensor or whether it's something else, and try to get that addressed. But just the suspension stuff that I need to do to it alone. Now, here's the thing. I know some of you say, well, TK, why don't you just sell it as is or run it through the auction? So here's the kind of thing with me. I would feel really bad if I sold this truck to a private party person, an individual, and they have it for a month and then the ball joint breaks, or, you know, something goes bad in the four-wheel drive because that boot is torn. I just don't like to operate like that scumbag activity. And, you know, when it comes to like walking on the beach or maybe looking at females, yes, scumbag. But outside of that, no, man, scumbag activity, not cool, man. I just can't condone it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, it's not okay. So, anywho's, I've been out here. I just got done at BJ's. If you don't know what BJ's is, I don't know what to tell you. It's a nice place you can get some food. Not just BJ. You know what? Someone else is going to think I meant something else. But anyways, Not just like the Costco BJ. This is like the restaurant edition of them. But anywho's, so that's what's going on with that. The suspension stuff alone is going to cost me about between $1,800 to like $2,200 to get it completely sorted out. Not a lot when you're considering what the truck is worth, right? And then we get into those connectors and whether or not I need to replace those or have those looked at, being I had to wiggle those and mess with those to be able to get it to start in the first place. So knowing how much it's going to cost already to fix what I already know is wrong, is it worth it? I still think I got a hell of a deal on the truck in that for what was paid for it. So here's the thing. Let's say I got to pay to fix a suspension, right? And I got to do all that stuff. Sorry, it's a little darker out, guys. I had an FWB call. I'll let you guys, because I know there's some younger people that watch and they don't know what that is. So I had an FWB call I had to take care of. So that's why I look a little red in the face. Anyways, needless to say, like, I still think it's a good deal if I put the $2,000 or so into the suspension work, and if there's like a electrical thing here or there, let's say another $1,000. If I'm 11 grand or 12 grand into this truck and it's fully sorted and it's straight, I'm good. I mean, the only other expense I've had in this thing is I got a full synthetic oil change done on it this morning, which was like $120 or whatever the hell it was. So not bad there, right? Got that done. When the transmission and stuff was kicking, I was debating maybe, because of the mileage that's on it, changing the fluid in the trans. But I think I'm going to let the dealer decide on that when it goes in for the other stuff, and we'll see, where we're at on it. Now, I know you're going to say, well, TK, you could take this to another mechanic and probably pay a lot less to get stuff done. And while I agree with that, and I do agree with that, I could probably save like $800 to $1,000 on getting all of the work done. I just feel like I'm just gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Just take it in, get it done. I get it done that day. I don't have to wait. I don't have to make it an appointment like another mechanic shop. They're not gonna get me in the same day. You know what I'm saying? But if I bring it to a dealer, if I bring it into Findlay and I'm sitting there with the vehicle, yeah, they could give me a loaner. That is a possibility. I don't know, man. I'm just at a point where I just want to get this thing done. And I wanted to get you guys an update on what was going on with it. And that was the biggest thing. I know you guys also asked how I got this thing started, and it literally was one of those connectors. Whether it was, I jiggle those too. So the one that's right there under the hood, up here by the firewall, it's like an elbow connector. And then there's another one under the dash. You can't miss it. There's a few of them, but it's the only big one. So you just kind of just jiggle that a little bit, make sure it's snapped in and tight, and see if the vehicle will start. There we go. I missed my fucking turn. Here we go. TK being a man, not paying attention to directions and filming while driving. That's what I get. Anywho's, well, there you guys have it, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Knowing what you know and how much I might have to, is just the suspension stuff's a couple grand. Knowing what you know right now, do you still think I got a good deal? I think, if I don't have anything electrical and I just got to do the suspension stuff and that tire, and it's good to go after that, I think I got a pretty damn good deal for a V8 four-wheel drive truck from 2020. Yeah. I don't see anything like the flood damage and whatnot that they claimed on this. I don't see anything. I haven't seen a water line. I've unplugged connectors. I've looked under the seats. It doesn't really smell like, it smells a little whatever, but it could be just because these are cloth seats and people have sweated in them or whatever. I think after a detail, this thing's going to smell amazing. It's going to look amazing. And I'll throw a set of like fuel wheels or something on it, or some truck wheels and tires. Maybe put some Firestone MTs or something, MT2s or something on it. Or we'll figure it out. But anyways, I'm going to have this thing looking right. And then I got to make a decision. Do I want to keep it? Am I going to keep it and make this my truck? or do I want to sell it? Do we want to give it away? I'll let you guys vote on that in the comments. I'm very tempted to do a thanks comment giveaway, because it's something I haven't seen on YouTube before, where, you know, you can do one of the little comments, but it's kind of like almost like a super chat in a comment, and then we'll just pull from one of those. Members automatically get entries because, you know, they're already members, and go from that. Do like a members / super chat / thanks comment giveaway. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I value your guys' opinion, and yeah, I gotta go home and try not to look old. I gotta make a trip. I need to shave my face and do all of that, and I need to take the BMW out for a drive, because I don't want that car feeling like it's being neglected or it's being cheated on, and then it decides to break badly. Ugh. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. There'll be when I get this thing to the dealer tomorrow, and you can see the Chevy dealer over there. When I get this thing to the Chevy dealer tomorrow, I will do a video on it, and I'll start filming the update video for like the work that's getting done and all that good stuff on it too. So stay tuned. Anyways, guys, with that said, thank you guys very much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.